What are firefighters and fire departments looking for in a candidate? I know many of you, if not all of you, have had this question at some point in time. We are going to cover this overwhelming question right now, so stick with me. Hey guys, it's Markel Williams from Firefighter Ambitions, where we help candidates like yourself reach your goal of becoming firefighters.
Welcome to video 2 of our 3-part series.
If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified anytime we post new content.
It isn't a secret that a fire career is highly sought after, with the market being highly competitive. Thousands of candidates year in and year out compete for just a handful of spots.
Knowing and understanding what fire departments are looking for in a candidate is vital to having success in the recruitment process. So, what are fire departments looking for in a candidate?
Before we begin, let's briefly touch on what we covered in the previous video. We've covered the topics of passion and total wellness. Total wellness consisting of emotional, physical, financial, social, intellectual, occupational, environmental, and spiritual. If you landed on this video first and have yet to review the previous topics, be sure to check out video 1.
Fire departments are looking for candidates that are dedicated. What is dedication? It means being committed to a task or purpose. Why is dedication important to the fire department? There are many firefighters that have came before you, have done a lot to make the fire service what it is today. There will be many more firefighters to come while you're on the job and long after you leave the job. So we need to continue the great work that the older generation before us have done and try to elevate the standards in areas like the big 3, wages, benefits, and working conditions, firefighter skills and abilities, trying to find new ways or better ways of doing things. Perfect example of this is my department finally adopted having 2 sets of turnouts for each firefighter. This was set to combat the cancer issue, limiting our exposures. If we ran a fire, we didn't have to worry about, oh, we don't have a second set of turnouts. We can come back, decon that set of turnouts, and then put our new turnouts on the truck, and we're ready to go. So we need to continue to grow in this area and continue to be innovative and find new ways and more healthier ways of taking care of our firefighters. Firefighter support systems, basically meaning being there for one another. Whether it's setting up a program or speaking one-on-one with an individual, whatever the case may be, trying to enhance the support for our firefighters, not just on the job, but even after the job. Firefighter lives after service, continuing to find ways to enhance the quality of life of our firefighters when they leave the job and they retire, and so much more. The fire service does not need individuals that are gonna come in and just sit on their hands, not partaking in department committees and helping at charity or union events or any department mission or goal. We need individuals that are gonna come in, put their boots on the ground and work hard for the department. We need candidates that are always committed to being safe, committed to the team, committed to providing exceptional customer service on a daily basis, internally and externally, that get involved and stay involved, that sacrifice their personal time on their days off to volunteer at charity or union events, whatever the case is for the department, and are definitely that are gonna train hard and study hard to potentially promote one day, because we hire for future leaders. We don't hire for people to just sit on their hands. So eventually it is assumed that one day you'll take on a leadership role. So all being said, fire departments are definitely looking for dedicated candidates. Fire departments are looking for hardworking candidates. Why is being hardworking important to the fire department? Basically, it's tradition. We pride ourselves at being professional all the time, being efficient in our skills, and providing exceptional customer service. We may goof off from time to time at the fire station or in the apparatus, but when we get off our trucks, it's all business, it's all hard work. Think of it like this, when we run calls, the normal citizen just sees the end result of why we perform and do the things we do. They don't see the hard studying and training and the hours and days and weeks and months that we put in to be efficient and great at what we do. The fire service is very similar to sports. Think of a sporting competition or game. You compete, win, lose, you go home, you watch film. You're watching the good for sure, but you're definitely taking the bad end to see what you could have done better. The same thing applies to the fire service. We're constantly training, critiquing, trying to get better at what we're doing. Even if we do something really well, there's always something we can get better in. And from the aspects of your position, just to get to the point of becoming a firefighter, there's so much that takes place: studying, training, volunteering, riding along, just all this hard work just to have an opportunity to become a firefighter. And when you actually make it and you earn a position and you become a firefighter, it doesn't stop there. You have to keep what you've earned, and you have to earn your reputation and respect from the rest of the crew members. In the fire service, reputation is everything. So you gotta make sure you do your best to protect it at all times. And as some of you may know, for those of you who don't know, it's tradition that the newer members are typically the ones that are doing most of the grunt work. And what I mean by grunt work, I mean cooking, cleaning, checking off equipment, checking off the rigs, restocking EMS equipment or any equipment. Basically, what you're doing is You're cooking, cleaning, studying, training. That's literally what you do. You're the first one at the station on shift, and you're the last one to leave. I must say, if you're naturally a hardworking person and you earn the position of a firefighter, you become a probationary firefighter, you're gonna have a lot of success because hard work definitely earns a lot of respect, and we value that. Now, on the other end, if you're not naturally a hardworking person and you're kind of faking it for the testing process, you slip through the cracks and you get to probation, it's going to be exploited. We're going to see who you are. And I can tell you right now, if you're not hardworking and humble through it, you're going to have a really hard time making it through probation. And if you do make it through probation with that same attitude, that reputation is going to carry through with you through your career. No one's going to want to be around you. No one's going to really want to work with you. What I'm trying to say is the fire service doesn't need lazy individuals, as I stated before. Straight up, fire departments are looking for hardworking candidates. Reputation is everything in the fire service, so you need to do your best to earn it, keep it, and work your butt off each and every day to protect it. Fire departments are looking for candidates that are selfless and humble. So what does humble mean? It means being about or for others. Why is being humble and selfless important to the fire department? Everything we do is about the team. I myself personally am a firm believer that if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. But I've seen individuals take this statement and try to make it about them, having that, we call it the IGM, I got mine attitude. These individuals couldn't be more wrong with that attitude. It's not gonna cut it in the fire service. As I said before, there are some EMS providers out there that don't exhibit this quality, but you don't want that to be you. I can tell you right now, if you slip through the cracks of the hiring process and you are naturally a selfless individual, you're gonna be exploited right away. And we call it the blacklist. You're gonna be blacklisted on people. They're not gonna wanna be around you. They're not gonna trust you. They're not gonna have confidence in you, and they're not gonna enjoy being around you. You're gonna have a long and hard career if you're truly that person. So as corny as this may sound, there's definitely no I in team, but there is a me. That me doesn't mean IGM, I'm gonna get mine, or I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be selfish for me. It means I'm gonna do my part and my role to help the team be successful. As we all know, there are too many egos out in this world. We definitely don't need any of those individuals to be in the department with us. Fire departments are looking for candidates that are humble and selfless. We wanna hire candidates that are gonna come to work each and every day, leaving their ego at the door and being about the team, having that, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help the team mindset? Fire departments are looking for candidates that are educated. Obviously, you have to meet the minimum standard even to qualify for the job. For instance, having your high school diploma or GED. Now, I'm gonna quickly touch on higher education. Times are changing. More and more candidates are obtaining associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and so on, making the market highly competitive. And what this does for us as fire members and the hiring boards is we see an individual that obtains higher education. All that does is show commitment and extreme work ethic. Although it's not required, yet at least, it could be seen as a benefit for an individual who does obtain a degree. I can't speak for all departments, but there are some departments out there that require higher education for the chief level. So if you have the ambition and desire to one day be a chief, I'm sure a lot of you just want to get in the job, but when you get on the job, you're going to have ambitions to promote up. But if you do have those ambitions, you may have to have higher education and obtain a bachelor's or master's degree to even have a chance at earning one of those spots. Obtaining higher education does make you more marketable because you bring more to the table, whether it's tech skills or just knowledge in general. I specifically helped hire an individual who had a degree in political science. We as members of the department saw that as a benefit. He spoke well, he was physically fit, he looked the part, and he gave us this impression of a future leader for us when it came to the union aspect or the political aspect of things. So with that higher degree, that higher education, all it did was make him more marketable, making it to where we couldn't deny him. Not even speaking in terms of the fire department, if you obtain a higher degree for yourself, you're only becoming a more well-rounded individual. And the life experiences you'll gain going through school, building relationships, networking, the struggles of studying, balancing a life outside of school, all those things, all it does is help make you a more sound individual. Fire departments aren't only looking for candidates that are educated, they're looking for candidates that take pride in their education. Our career is ever changing and it requires us to continue to be lifelong learners, learning new skills, learning new techniques, being open-minded to new equipment or new ways of doing things so we can enhance our skills and be better at what we do. And I can tell you, as a newer member to the fire service, there's a lot you're gonna have to learn in a short period of time. So you got to make sure that you're taking pride in your education and your studying, your training, so you're efficient at what you do. If you're going to take away anything from this section, just remember that the goal is to be a lifelong learner. Fire departments are looking for a candidate that has integrity. So what does integrity mean? It means being honest, doing the right thing, or as the dictionary states, having a moral compass that doesn't waver. Why is having integrity important to the fire department? We as firefighters hold integrity closest to our heart. Everything we do challenges our integrity. Citizens hand us their babies in the worst moments of their life, and we take them in and treat them as our own. They open up their homes and their privacy and their belongings to us on confidence that nothing's going to be taken and everything's going to be respected. Another thing is when we care for these patients, we gain a lot of personal information and they expect it to be held confidential. But it's not only because of our department regulations or HIPAA laws that we keep their information confidential. It's because it's the right thing to do. As firefighters, having integrity doesn't only apply to what happens outside of the fire station. It applies to what happens in the fire station. When we're hired as firefighters, we're getting adopted into a family that stays together for a third of their lives. A 25+ year career where we have our personal belongings in our lockers that anyone and everyone has access to. So we have to have confidence in each member of the crew that you're gonna respect our stuff and you're not gonna steal our stuff. You're not going to destroy property, and so on. It is a standard that we hold as firefighters that we respect one another's personal belongings and we respect the fire station at all times and the fire equipment as well. The fire department is going to require that you have integrity and expect nothing less. Fire departments are looking for confident candidates. What is confidence? It means feeling confident about yourself and your abilities. Basically trusting and believing yourself. Why is being confident important to the fire department? Throughout our career, we are challenged on a daily basis that require that we're confident in our abilities. For example, at a medical emergency, we are expected to be competent and confident in our skills. So a perfect example would be a confident medic versus a non-confident medic. A non-confident medic can be held back by fear and anxiety, which can prevent them from completing a task. On the other end, a confident medic is going to be competent in his or her skills, thus being exceptional and efficient in mitigating the situation. Not only is it important for the candidate to be confident, but the hiring board has to have confidence within that candidate. We need to see that we can trust you. We need to know that you're a good person, you're gonna be hardworking, and you're gonna be a good fit for the department. I know when the talk of confidence or being confident comes up, the term cockiness has to be talked about. There's a big distinction between the two. It's definitely an art to be confident in being able to express yourself to others without being cocky. For those of you out there that struggle with being confident, just know that you're not alone. I personally have multiple candidates reach out to me expressing their worries about the recruitment process and their ability to be successful. Just know there's a lot of things that you can do to help build your confidence. One of the biggest things that you can do is prepare yourself well in advance. In terms of speaking for you personally for the recruitment process, that means start your studying now. That means get a firefighter written exam book, start working on your interviews every single day, start riding along and networking with firefighters and other candidates, trying to set yourself up in the best possible position. And of course, make sure that you're staying physically fit. Stay on your fitness. You have to be on a strict fitness regimen and maintain that and continue to push yourself, because when you get to the point of the fire academy, or if you have to do a practical before the fire academy, you're definitely going to need it. Another huge component to developing confidence is you need to surround yourself with like-minded individuals that are positive and encouraging. Not only do you have to be positive and encouraging for others, but you need those individuals to bring back the same energy to you, because that's going to help build you up, and in turn everyone else is going to be built up. That's kind of what we do in the fire service. We lend a helping hand at one another, knowing that we're competing from the same spot, but we're going to help one another get there, and we're all going to reach our goals of becoming firefighters. All in all, you need to be confident in yourself, because that's exactly what fire departments are looking for. Fire departments are looking for loyal candidates. What does it mean to be loyal? Loyalty is a commitment to something or someone. Fire departments need to know that they can trust the individuals within the organization. As a future new hire like yourself, fire departments are taking a big chance on you. Not only financially, but also liability chance as well. Speaking on the financial side of things, it takes a lot of money to outfit you, train you, and get you out in the field. So with that, the fire department needs to be assured that you are the right fit, that you're gonna do everything in your power to be professional, uphold the standard, and do your part within the organization. They need to know and believe that you're gonna be loyal to the mission statement and the goals of the department. We as firefighters endure a lot throughout our careers, the highs and the lows, but speaking more specifically to the lows, we need to know that you're gonna be loyal to us and support us no matter what. Fire departments are looking for candidates that are coachable. I came across this quote in an article that I really liked. Being coachable means you are open to listening to feedback, able to receive constructive criticism without taking it personally, willing to take a look at your own performance in order to improve it, and generally a super enthusiastic go-getter type of person. This is exactly what we need in the fire service. That's why fire departments are actively seeking candidates that are coachable. We aren't perfect as firefighters. We make mistakes from time to time just like everyone else. We are always looking to improve in every situation. Simply put, we have that what can I do better the next time type attitude. As a new firefighter, you definitely have to be coachable, because you got to act as if you're a sponge, taking in all the information that you can from your supervisors and your leaders and your senior firefighters, so you can learn and grow and develop as much as you possibly can. You don't want to be that individual that comes into the department like they own the place. That's definitely not going to get you anywhere in the fire service. Oh, I take that back. That'll definitely get you blacklisted. No one's going to want to work with you. I can tell you right now, you're not going to be perfect and you're going to make a lot of mistakes, but you have to humble yourself, be respectful, and just be a great learner. I can tell you right now, you definitely don't want to be that person that's known as a know-it-all. that makes you not coachable. If you exhibit any of the topics that I'm getting ready to discuss, you might as well just go ahead and stop right now and pick a new career, because you're not gonna have success in this area. If you're an individual that always thinks that you're right, you're not willing to learn new things, you're not open to change, you're negative, you're pessimistic, you do the whole eye rolling during constructive criticism, you have the inability to self-reflect, you don't care about improving your life or your relationships, you're disrespectful, and you're just generally unwilling to learn and grow and develop into a better firefighter, then you might as well pick a new career. Like I said, don't even waste your time, because you're not gonna have success here. And if you do slip through the cracks like some people have, you're gonna have a long, hard career. Majority of our job is about getting along with one another. And if you're like that, people aren't gonna wanna work with you. One of my mentors told me this when I was pursuing the career. He was saying, if you're not coachable, you're not hireable. And that hit home with me, because that's literally what it is. If no one can teach you or help develop you and mold you into what you need to be molded into, then you're not hireable. You're not a good fit for the department. So you got to make sure that you humble yourself, don't take things personally, and you need to continue to seek to learn and improve and develop yourself each and every day. Fire departments are looking for a candidate that's positive. What does it mean to be positive? Well, it means to see the good in things. Also, to have an optimistic attitude. It could be seen as an overwhelming positive outlook on a situation or life, rather than a negative. And a huge component of a positive person, they tend to give off a sense of energy that people gravitate to. Why is positivity something that fire departments are looking for in a candidate? From personal experience, I'm here to tell you positivity goes a long way in the fire service. Firefighters want to work with crew members that are always positive and smiling and giving off this great sense of energy, and are always excited to come and work each and every day. You want to make sure that you're that type of candidate, that person that everyone wants to be around and everyone wants to work with. I'm here to tell you a negative attitude can destroy the dynamics at the fire station. Not only can it affect the dynamics at the fire station, but that same attitude, that same vibe and energy can spill out to the rest of the community when we're running calls. For example, if an EMT or a medic, whatever the case, if they're typically a negative person, how do you think they're going to treat the patients when we go out and run calls? They're going to treat them poorly. They're not going to go above and beyond for the patient. They're probably going to complain about what they're complaining about. As you dive into the career of a firefighter, you're going to hear this term, frequent flyers. And this is typically the individuals that call 911 on a consistent basis. Typically, whenever their emergency is dispatched, we get the address that pops up and we know exactly who it is. Although at times it gets pretty frustrating responding to these types of calls, but it doesn't matter. It's their emergency. Who are we to judge what their emergency is? If they're calling us, they need us. So no matter what the call is, no matter who's calling, how often they're calling, we have to make sure that we're always putting our best foot forward, being positive and being an advocate for the patient. A person that has a negative attitude and a negative outlook on life isn't going to buy into that system. And if that's you, then you're not going to really make it into this field. So you want to do a good job and make sure that you're always staying positive. Positivity can definitely enhance your chances of becoming a firefighter, because it spills into all aspects of your life and you as an individual, and others feel that. This is a huge factor that fire departments are looking for in a candidate.
For those of you that made it this far, be sure to check out video 3, the last video of our 3-part series.
I want you guys to do a couple things for me. I want you to comment down below what future videos you'd like us to make that will help you along your process of becoming a firefighter. I want you to like the video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Be sure to check out our social accounts linked below, and I invite you to join our Facebook group of like-minded individuals pursuing their goals and dreams of becoming a firefighter. We have some huge content being developed for you guys, so be sure to stay engaged. All in all, keep your head down and work hard. Good luck, future firefighters.